It's confirmed. It's happening. The rumors were right. We're getting a brand new preview show in November, and Games Workshop are already teasing us with some of the wordplay. Big, giant, throbbing. Maybe that last word was just mine. Let's jump in. Let's look at this. Let's see what's on preview. And of course, let's get waffling. So let's jump over to this window as we always do, and the announcement that this is happening at the World Championships. Again, Friday the 7th of November for people in the US. If you're in the UK time zone, it's literally going to be starting on the Saturday for us because, of course, how the time difference works with the UK and the USA. But right down here, if we keep scrolling down, this is the big picture I want to talk about. Confirmation, Warhammer Quest, which already leaked a couple of weeks ago, but I'm sure they're going to show off the board game even more and all the little bits in there. Yeah, we really know about that. But we've got 40k, Horus Heresy, The Old World, AoS, Legion Imperialis, and Necromunda. Some big things, I think, potentially, that could be on the cards here. Now, this is not really a prediction video. It kind of is. It's kind of like a trailer to the prediction video that I'm going to be putting out next week. But I just want to fire off some thoughts at this point. So when it comes to Warhammer 40,000, we've been talking about a hell of a lot of stuff. A hell of a lot of stuff. This could be Prince Ural, it could be the new Eldar Corsairs, it could be Huron Blackheart with the Command Squad, the Hunters that we've been talking about. Again, the other day, I just literally did a rumor video talking about like new Skitarii, new Knights and stuff like that. I've been hearing new Sisters of Battle, even more stuff with the Sisters. Potentially it could be big things like Necrons, right? Trades in the Infinite, something like that could be on the menu. What if it's like the Iron Warriors upgrade kit? Like, there's so many bloody things to talk about when it comes to Warhammer 40,000. If I had to really put a nail in the coffin with this one, I would probably say that it's going to feature something to do with the end narrative. That big build-up to the end narrative. Maybe Yarrick. Again, the new narrative that is happening in 11th edition is going to be Marines versus Orcs, and it's all around going back to like Armageddon, the Orcs, big war and stuff like that. And of course, Yarrick is a big hero character. What if that's like the unveiling of Yarrick? Like he's back. He was never dead. It was all a lie, right? He's there, right? Let's go. And you know, we kick off with that one. It could be that. It couldn't be that. But I'm really excited to see what they do now with the end narrative, the characters we're going to get at, and of course the models that are going to be releasing a part of this end range. There's so much potential where they could go with this potential narrative storyline. The Horus Heresy is getting me excited as well because potentially there's a lot of things around that. Of course, there's new plastic custodes. We've talked about rumors on this channel about plastic dark mech. We've talked about like the refresh of cataphracted Terminator army at the new scale, what that's going to look like. Also, Tartarosaurus was a part of that. There's like plastic Primarch rumors a part of 30k, like they're going in and redoing some of those Primarchs. I've been hearing that Rogel Dawn is supposed to be getting a new model that's more like Siege of Terror-esque Rogel Dawn. There's so much stuff that they could be doing for the Warhammer Heresy. Like, again, in the video I did the other day for the rumors, I mentioned like recon snipers. That's supposed to be happening with them. But I think potentially one of the big things is a plastic warhound. And in some words of this article itself, if we keep scrolling down, we'll come back to this picture in just a second. It literally says, right, we'll also have extensive live coverage here on Warhammer Community, including all the giant pictures of miniatures, so you can spend hours poring over the details. Why would they say giant pictures of miniatures? The wording of that is not normal, right? And again, we've been talking about plastic warhounds on this channel for a long time. I was there 3,000 years ago, Gandalf, right? This is the start now of big models going plastic in Warhammer. It'll start with the Warhound, it'll go Thunderhawk, Reavers and stuff. Technically, the Reaver is already plastic in terms like we've got a Reaver head on the Lord Solar base and stuff like that, which people have pointed out, which I completely forgot about. So technically, it's already been done. in a way, but you know what I mean, right? The Titans are going plastic, and I can't wait for it. And then that will lead to bigger things going plastic. Maybe we'll start to see like the Mastodon going plastic, right? You know, the Fellblade is already gone plastic, and the Fellglaive apparently is all ready to go, and that's going to be happening stuff. They may even show that off at this event, like more variants of the Fellblade in its plastic format. There's so many cool things that they can go down, and I think the Horus Heresy community needs that love at this moment in time to keep the hype, to keep the ball rolling for that community with awesome new models. Warhammer The Old World is also, of course, as you can see, on preview, and this is very exciting as well, because I said this on my stream, they've just shown off all the Norse stuff literally the other week on a random Monday. Why would they not hold that back for this reveal show? Surely that means there's something even bigger planned to be shown off, and I have been hearing some sweet, sweet whispers, very, very faint whispers in the winds of the warp that Kislev may be on the horizon. So fingers crossed, that could be a absolute gigantic reveal. Like that could be big. This could be massive if it turns out to be true. One other thing I've heard about is Dogs of War as well. So I'm wondering if we're going to get some Dogs of War models. But Kislev, Dogs of War, as a dwarf player for the old world, give me more dwarves. I want more awesome dwarf models, maybe some new warriors and stuff like that. I remember there was a rumor around a dwarf battle tank a few years back. So imagine if they brought that into the game and stuff, like me with my mechanized dwarven battle tank armor. I would absolutely just, pray to the golden gods if something like that happened. Moving on to AoS, I'll hold my hands up. I have absolutely zero idea and kind of zero care for AoS. I'm sorry, AoS players. It's just not my cup of tea, right? I'm not saying it to be mean. It's just, I enjoy that you enjoy your game. Hopefully we get amazing models, but for me, I don't really care. I'm sorry, right? I love you, but I don't really care. Legion Imperialis, it's probably some more Titans, more Marines, right? I said this on stream last night again. I think it was a massive mistake they did Legion Imperialis as Horus Heresy. It should have been epic 40k. Orcs, Marines, Imperial Guard, Tyranids, Eldar, all the fun stuff. I think you limit yourself when you do Legion Imperialis. I understand why they did it in terms of production and stuff like that, but as an Imperial fanboy, I'm literally wearing Imperial merch right now, okay? I just have no interest in it because I want to fight Orcs. I want to fight Necrons. I want to fight Tyranids, right? It just gets a bit stale when you're just fighting yourself all the time. So, yeah, not really my forte on that one. Necromunda, more gangs, more awesome stuff. They always smash it out the park when it comes to Necromunda models. So I am excited to see what they do with some awesome new Necromunda stuff. But Warhammer, Horus Heresy, The Old World, those big three I'm really looking forward to. November the 7th, 8th, of course, on this channel, we're going to be doing a big watch-along. And what I'm going to be doing, as I always do, we'll do a giveaway at the end of it. And whatever model you liked, a part of this giveaway, I will buy for you when it releases. Because I am a kind and generous God. Yes, I am a God now. Well, well, well. Ego rack has fully formed. Just kidding. So, yeah, big things are coming. Giant pictures are happening. Bloody plastic Titans. I'll do a big bloody prediction, hopes, thoughts, breakdown video next week. This is just my woo kind of video. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. Reveals are back on the menus, and this is just part one of the reveals, because of course Christmas, we get a big reveal on Christmas Day as well. So we've had first reveal, but what about second reveal, right? All the reveals towards the end of the year. Rumors were right, confirmed, it's all happening as I've just said. Thanks for coming. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, any predictions yourself, post it down below. I'll have a little chin wipe down there. See you. Have a great day, evening, night, where you're at in the world. And bye-bye.